When you think of a booming area, Northwest Arkansas is top of mind. From expanding businesses, housing, and restaurants, it's all growing. But what about the church? Are they seeing growth and expansion with the rise in population? And how are they serving a changing community? On this episode of Pioneers of Progress, we're checking in with Cross Church to find out.
Would you look with me to the Word of God over in Acts chapter 4?
When I moved here, when Gina, myself, and the boys moved here, there were only 180,000 people in Benton and Washington counties.
In 1986, Pastor Ronnie Floyd became the head pastor at First Baptist Church of Springdale, a church founded in 1870 with just 13 members at the time. You know it today as Cross Church.
We were meeting in a gymnasium on this campus, and that was our worship center.
The church was growing, and it wasn't long before a plan was launched to build a new auditorium that could seat up to 3,000 people.
I think when we moved in this worship center that we're doing this interview in today, I think that is when the wake-up call came to me. Wow, this is going to be amazing. And back then, you know, we only had one campus, and we had this huge worship center, and you know, the Lord just used it for His glory.
Today, they have three: Springdale, Rogers, and Fayetteville, and are already planning to build a fourth, with around 9,000 to 10,000 people attending church services every Sunday.
It's an exploding church in an exploding region.
The church has grown a lot over the past 155 years. Pastor Ronnie Floyd served as head pastor for 33 of those years.
I had this amazing opportunity to meet all these people and to be a part of a region that grew up while even I was growing up.
And in 2019, he passed the baton to his son, Nick.
We were 10 months in after my dad had taken another job, and I became pastor when COVID hit. You know, it was crazy. I sat in this worship center with only the people really necessary to hold the service, and for 11 weeks preached to a camera.
Creating a sense of community like never before, one that continues to carry on outside of the sanctuary.
We're for the Northwest Arkansas, and before we ever expect somebody to come in here, we want to meet them out on the streets. That means we're on the campus of the University of Arkansas, handing out water bottles, inviting to church, or just, you know, encouraging a student, all the way to somebody who's down on their luck and homeless and just needs a meal.
Focusing on the growing population.
I think the future's limitless at our church, and I think in part that's because of the region. You have so many young professionals in Washington and Benton County, and so we're trying to just lean into the business community, lean into those who are here from all over the country.
And the future generation.
We have a school here at Shiloh Christian School that will next year be about 1,700 students. We are building a new elementary building at Shiloh, which will host 27 classrooms. We renovated a space for high school about 5 years ago, and now we're adding a middle school, so we're in building mode.
So I asked Pastor Nick, with all the growth in Northwest Arkansas, what is the church doing different to keep up?
I don't think we're really doing anything different than we've done for decades of just preaching the Bible, loving people. That's really what it comes down to in a lot of ways.
Just in the last 5 years, Pastor Nick says that their church has grown by a few thousand people, and they hope that there are thousands more in the years to come. They say if you don't have a church home to go to this Easter weekend, Cross Church will have 2 Good Friday services at their Springdale location and 13 Easter services across the 3 campuses.